A very good afternoon to all. Today I am going to start the new topic, that is types of geometric modeling methods. Types of geometric modeling method is a very important topic with respect to your test as well as final and semester examination. I have seen from the last 7 to 10 years paper many times in the final year exam, in the end semester examination, they always ask geometric modeling, types of geometric modeling for the 5 to 10 marks, 12 marks, 8 marks. If they ask only 5 marks, they only ask one type. If they ask for the 10 marks, they always ask types of geometric modeling. Here we are having three types of geometric modeling: wireframe modeling, surface modeling, and solid modeling. Let us see one by one each and every one. First of all, why geometric modeling is needed? What is the requirement? What is the why we needed a geometric modeling? Why we required a geometric modeling? The first point, geometric models are easier to interpret. Interpretation by use of geometric modeling easy comparing to the other. That's why we always required a geometric modeling. Simulation under the real life condition, it is only possible by the geometric modeling with the ease of action. Less expensive than building a physical model, because by aid of computer always we generate a different types of model, and that model easily we can do the analysis. We can prepare a model by use of computer. As you all know, whenever we are going to do any kind of modeling as well as analysis and any kind of uh, action analysis, any kind of action required on the material, or we want to design any product and we need to go for the analysis, we require a physical model. In case of physical model, it is more expensive comparing to the geometric modeling. In the geometric modeling, we just develop the model, do all the analysis. In the next step we will understood the 3D model can be used to perform the finite element analysis, stress, deflection, and thermal. We can apply the all in a static condition and dynamic condition, but it not costing as costing by the physical model, because in the physical model we prepare a dummy, and that dummy continuously we cannot use. Only one time you can use dummy, and for the next test we can use develop a next dummy. But here within a very short amount of time, mean the time also required a very less consuming time also there, as well as a physical model is not required. Okay, just we will do on the computer and immediately we can change whatever we required. So here it is very important. Then 3D model can be used directly in manufacturing computer numerical control. Okay, there is also in the numerical control, means in the CAM, computer aided manufacturing, always we are doing different types of machining, different types of cutting. Okay, in the aid of computer, easily we can see wherever the problem will face and how the model can be seen after the operation. Okay, but in the physical model will do first, sometimes the lots of material is damaged, lots of material is wastage, and output will not come. So this is a very important, we have to know. Last point in this case, can be used for the presentation and marketing, but obvious we are having a soft copy of that modeling as well as the analysis, that can be we can put on this slide, and we can do a presentation also, and we can show that in the marketing purpose also. In the presentation, do the marketing also, do the advertisement also. But why the physical model is very difficult, because if we need to give a presentation to the anyone, we can give by the computer, but by the use of dummy model it is very difficult. So this is like a thing, because of that we needed a geometric modeling. Okay, the first type of the geometric modeling is wireframe modeling. From the name itself, it is indicate that wire. Once we heard about the wire, means it is having very less thickness. Okay, very less thickness. Okay, and frame, we are going to make the frame by use of wire, that is called the wireframe modeling. It is defined as wireframe models can be considered as a network of interconnected lines to the represent the edges of the physical object. Okay, for example, you can see the figure. Okay, in this case we are using a different types of entities, for example circle, curves, as well as line, points, and by use of all these entities we can form a wireframe model. Okay, you can see here a cube box is there. Okay, in this also you can see like a number of lines are there in the form of wireframe, and that is all are connected with the point, all are connected with the point, and they are form a they form a cube, they form a model. So this is the example of the wireframe model. Okay, the example of the wireframe model. Like a very short way we describe what you mean by the wireframe model. It is the oldest form of modeling, means it is the first stage and very old compared to all modeling in the 2D and 3D. This modeling method relies on the ability of the user to define the basic element, and this model can be defined by use of the basic element like a point, line, circle, to be point, line, circle, and so on. So this is our entities where we are as well as the other entities also there, like a circle, curves are there, and different types of entities are there. By use of all those entities we can easily define a wireframe model. It is a very oldest method, oldest modeling, means it is the oldest comparing to like a solid as well as the surface. It is like a skeletal model using a wires is created to represent his edges of an object or the component. Wireframe modeling is used in computer aided engineering technique and also facilitate the production of various projected views and to add visualization. Especially the wireframe model consists of a finite set of points. As I said, it has a finite set of points, and that all set of points connected with each other to form a model. This point and edges add the visualization of the object. The usefulness of a wireframe comes from the ability of a computer calculate the quickly and accurately the position of a point on the screen. So this is like a very short description of the wireframe model you must remember. There are the different types of wireframe modeling. Okay, 2D, 2.5D, and 3D. In this case, you know the 2D and 3D, but the 2.5D, okay, that is a little new to you. Okay, these are like a three types of wireframe modeling. In this case, we are having first 2D, two-dimensional representation used for the flat object. It should be noted that the 2D object is identified as a region and not as an individual primitive elements. Thus, the 2D model will be interpreted as a square region and not as a four line connected to each other. This is like a 2D sketch, we can say. Okay, in case of SolidWorks in the lower classes, like in the semester 3, you are having a subject CAMD, computer aided machine design. Okay, computer aided machine design. In this case we are having using a software like a SolidWorks, CATIA. Okay, in our college we are using a SolidWorks. In the SolidWorks you first draw by selecting the plane, you just draw the 2D sketch, 2D sketch. Okay, and after the 2D sketch you go for the extrusion, you extrude that sketch. Okay, for the 3D. So here the 2D, it means that it's not a point, it is a four line connected with each other in the square form. So this is called a 2D. The another type, it is 2.5D. In the case of 2.5D, you just remember it is look like a 3D, but only the difference between that 3D and 2D. In case of 2D, we are having a number of faces. You can see the faces. This face, this face, and this face. We are having the information regarding this face, but the same reflection at the back also. But we don't have any kind of information regarding the back spaces, so that it is called the 2.5D. Means only we are having information regarding the front faces which is seen and visible to us, but those are at the back, it is we don't have any information regarding that faces. Okay, so this is called the 2.5D. Regarding 3D, all of you know 3D model always gives information regarding the each and every side, surface, and points and everything. Okay, so this allows for the full 3D modeling of a complex geometry. A wireframe model represents the three-dimensional object consists of a finite set of points and connecting edges which define the object adequately and facilitate a subsequent visualization. Visualization visibility also good in case of the 3D, and easily we can judge what is the and extract the information from that. The edge does not necessarily imply that it is straight line segment. An edge may well be arc of the circle or any other well defined space curve. Okay, so in a complex subject we are using different types of entities, but always in 3D we will be understanding because all the information is given. So this is also a very important. Okay, after that we are having a wireframe modeling. In the case of wireframe modeling, you must remember advantages and the disadvantages, or we can say the limitation of the wireframe modeling. The first advantage, because from the advantage and disadvantage, the concept of the wireframe modeling is more clear. The first advantage, the wireframe model is a simple to construct. As I said, the different types of geometry introduced, we can easily construct a wireframe model. If we are having like a 2 point, okay, this 2 point we have to connect by point connect will form the line, and from the line to line will form the different types of wireframe model. Okay, so it is very easy by use of different types of entities we can easily construct. So the first advantage, it is simple to construct. Wireframe model requires less computer memory. As I know, it is using a different types of geometry and lines, circle, but it is and points. So the storage area in the memory is very less. It is very less memory required to store the data of the wireframe modeling compared to a surface and solid modeling. Okay, because it is a totally hollow from inside, and only the few entities are very line diagram, we can say a line diagram is there. It is not like any surface, any solid inside mass, nothing. Okay, only line diagram is there. Very less computer memory required to store the wireframe modeling. The wireframe model from the basis of a surface model. As I said, the first step to go to the surface model, that is a wireframe model. It means that first of all we make the wireframe model, and after the wireframe model we can convert it into the surface model. This is one of the advantage, that without wireframe model we cannot generate the surface model. The CPU time required to retrieve, edit or update wireframe model is less compared to the surface and solid model. As I said, it required a very less memory and less data to storage, less area to store the data. Okay, so it required very less amount of time to come out also, less amount time to update and edit also, retrieve also, compared to surface and solid model, because surface and solid model required like a larger memory to store. So these are like a four advantages of the wireframe model. This is always this advantage you must be remember. After that we are having disadvantages, limitation of the wireframe modeling. The first limitation, it is very difficult and time consuming to generate the wireframe model from the for the complicated object. It's very difficult, really it is very difficult, because in case of complicated object it required a, a huge amount of time to generate. You can see here we are having an object, just a minute, this object you can see this kind of, this is a very complex object. So it is required like a lots of time and a huge amount of time to generate this kind of object, because this some line is not visible, some line is not visible, some line is visible, some line not visible, and it is a very ambiguous object. Okay, so in this case a very lots huge amount of time required to complete this object. Next, creation of the wireframe model require more input data compared to that of the solid model. See, in case of a solid model, we only define a surface in surface model. In case of solid, we define as some only mass and some other parameter. But in case of wireframe modeling, we require like a more data compared to these two. Why this is so? Because in this case we are defining all the points. For example, I want to form this model this cube. So here I have to define all the vertices with the points. We already all defined this vertices, this vertices, this vertices, this vertices, this vertices. Means a number of vertices are there, and in this case like a number of input required. If the one of the input is missed, the output will not be matched to as we require the input. The output is not up to the mark as we think, as we required. Okay, so this is like one of the disadvantages. Okay, the next The wireframe model of the complicated object are confusing to the viewer for the interpretation, especially if there is a no automatic hidden line removal facility. Let us go to the same. See, in this case, okay, it is very difficult to analyze what is at the back. Okay, because the number of lines are there at the back, and it is increases the complexity to understand the actual model. Okay, and actual figure of this actual figure. Okay, what is the actual figure we don't know, because it is very difficult to understand, and visibility is not also too much clear as we required. So this is the one of the disadvantages of this wireframe model. Next, it is not possible to calculate the properties such as mass, volume, moment of inertia, etc. with the wireframe model, because in the wireframe model it is totally hollow from inside. There is no surface, no solid inside. So it's not possible to find out the properties like a mass, because mass is always required some part. Okay, and mass is always related with the volume, moment of inertia, and other things also. So it is not possible to determine and calculate it. It is impossible. It is not possible, but it is impossible to calculate this kind of parameter in the case of wireframe modeling. The wireframe models are of limited use for the point of view engineering application. They are not suitable for application like a generating a cross section is very difficult, because for the generating the cross section, we require like a surface model, at least surface model or solid model. Checking the interference between the matching parts, here part is not there, only line has been connected, right? Is connected to the one line to the another line, work arc to the another arc. Okay, so it is not possible to checking the interface between the matching parts. And for the machining purpose also, in case of NC tools, it required a surface. Without surface, it is not possible to machine any component. Okay, so here only the lines are there, and the wire frame model is there. Okay, last disadvantage, a wireframe model of an object is more ambiguous representation than its surface and solid model. In this case, you will find it is more ambiguous, more complex, and difficult to understand. So this is a last point, which is explain that it is very difficult to understand compared to the surface and solid. So this is like a advantages and disadvantages of the wireframe model. Okay, the next type I am going to start, that is called the surface modeling. A surface modeling defines a surface model represent the skin of an object. This skin have a no thickness or material type. Skin of object, for example, practically it is not possible that the skin have a no thickness or material type, because it is that only we can assume, because the thickness is too less. That's why we say like it has a thickness is 0, as well as the material type also but practically it has a thickness also, as well as a material type also. Okay, because in this different types of place, you have an application like outer body of the automobile, as well as the outer body of the any component where we require like sheet metal fabrication. So it has a some thickness, as well as it has a some material type also, but we just assume it has a zero thickness, and there is no material type. Okay, but it has a material type also, as well as the thickness also. Surface modeling is a more sophisticated than wireframe modeling in that it is defined not only the edges of 3D object, but also its surfaces, because it is the further steps of the wireframe modeling, so that it is a more sophisticated than wireframe modeling. Okay, as well as it is not only defined by the edges, it is also defined by the surfaces. We can define by the edges also, we can define by the points also, but here also we can define by the surfaces, so that it required like less input comparing to the wireframe modeling, as already we discussed in the case of advantages and disadvantages of the wireframe modeling. In surface modeling, objects are defined by their bounding surfaces. As I said, okay, it can be defined by the points, it can be defined by the bounding faces also. First, advantages of the surface modeling, that is the complex objects such as the automotive bodies, aircraft bodies, ship bodies, casting and dyeing dies which cannot be model by wireframe modeling, because in case of wireframe modeling only we can define the vertices as well as the point, but in all these cases outer fabrication always defined by the surface modeling. That is the first advantages or over the wireframe modeling. The surface model provides the better visualization is compared to the wireframe model, but obvious here we are defining the point, that is okay, but we are not defining the point by the surface. It is more visualized because sometimes point is missing, but here the surface is not possible to miss. Surface of an object is a more complex and less ambiguous compared to wireframe modeling. It is in this case we can form a more complex object and less ambiguous, less confusing object, okay, less confusing. We can easily see and each and everything. So this is a very important point. The third advantage, the fourth advantage, with the surface model it is possible to calculate the properties such as, okay, now the fourth